As the dust settles on the Syrian conflict, a shocking twist unfolds. Assad, the long-standing leader, has fled to Russia. Imagine the chaos in Damascus as he boards a plane, leaving behind a nation in turmoil. This move raises eyebrows. What does it mean for Syria's future? Russia has been his staunch ally, providing military support throughout the war. But now, is he seeking refuge or plotting a comeback? The implications are massive. Will this shift power dynamics in the region? And what about the millions of Syrians still caught in the crossfire? Assad's departure could signal a new chapter, but for many, it's just another layer of uncertainty in a conflict that has already lasted over a decade. The world watches closely. What's next for Syria? Some reports suggest that while Assad himself might be in Russia, his wife, Asma, and their children could be in the United Kingdom, and other family members have reportedly moved to the UAE and London. These moves seem to coincide with Assad's visit to Moscow to consult with President Vladimir Putin regarding the ongoing crisis. However, no official statements have been issued by the Syrian government to confirm these reports. Meanwhile, Syrian government forces have lost control of Daraa city, a war monitor said, in another stunning blow for President Bashar al-Assad's rule after rebels wrested other key cities from his grip. Daraa was dubbed the cradle of the revolution early in Syria's civil war, after activists accused the government of detaining and torturing a group of boys for scribbling anti-Assad graffiti on their school walls in 2011. While Aleppo and Hama, the two other main cities taken from government control in recent days, fell to an Islamist-led rebel alliance, Daraa fell to local armed groups, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. Daraa province borders Jordan. Since a rebel alliance led by the Islamist Hayat Tahrir al-Sham launched its offensive on 27 November, the government has lost second city Aleppo and subsequently Hama in central Syria. The rebels were on Friday at the gates of Homs, Syria's third city, as the government pulled out its troops from Deir Ezzar in the east to redeploy towards the center. The Syrian conflict is turning complex, and whether rebels can maintain momentum and take capital Damascus depends on several critical factors: rebel unity and strength. The rebel factions in Syria are diverse, ranging from secular opposition groups to Islamist factions. A lack of unified command has historically weakened their ability to sustain momentum against government forces. To successfully challenge Damascus, rebels would need to coordinate across various fronts, which has proven difficult in the past. Government forces and allies. The Syrian government, led by President Bashar al-Assad, has received significant military support from key allies like Russia and Iran. Russian air power and Iranian-backed militias have been instrumental in reversing rebel gains in the past. The government's control over Damascus is fortified by its position as the political and military center of the regime. Geopolitical dynamics. International actors, including Turkey, the United States, and Gulf nations, have historically supported different factions within the opposition, but this support has been inconsistent. Russia and Iran's continued backing of Assad adds a layer of complexity, making a direct assault on Damascus a significant challenge. Territorial and strategic position. Rebels currently control pockets in northern and northwestern Syria, primarily in Idlib and parts of Aleppo, which are far from Damascus. The government maintains control over major supply lines and key cities, limiting rebel access to the capital. Popular support. For any sustained campaign, the rebels would need significant popular support within and around Damascus. However, years of conflict have left many civilians wary of instability, potentially hindering an uprising within the capital. Momentum. If the rebels were to mount a significant offensive, it would likely require a combination of new resources, external support, and the Syrian government's weakening due to internal or external pressures. However, given the status quo and entrenched power dynamics, taking Damascus outright appears unlikely without a major shift in the balance of power. Conclusion. While the Syrian rebels might achieve localized victories or maintain pressure on Assad's forces, taking Damascus is a daunting challenge under current circumstances. The city's strategic importance and the regime's defensive capabilities make it a heavily fortified and symbolic stronghold, likely requiring a dramatic change in the conflict's dynamics to be overthrown.